Hello Libra, this is your September 2018 reading. My name is Camille and you are watching Millennial Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. Before we get started, I wanted to say that I am doing my $5 reading special up until the end of August, so that's August 31st. So I'm going to try to get these videos out within, a week and a half, or at least a business week before that, so you can glob onto that before the prices go back up to $10. So now that that is out of the way, I'm going to see what is coming up for you this lovely month of September, a precursor to Libra season. All right, one more time. Oop, they didn't want to shuffle. That's fine. 3 card spread, past, present, future, like we usually do, right? Okay. Your bottom of the deck is the Empress. Sometimes the bottom of the deck appears, sometimes it does not. For you, the Empress wanted to say hello, hi. So we will read her later. So we're coming into the reading with the energies of the 5 of Wands. Setting off the reading, recent past as well. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, clearly, presently, turning into your favor because we have an ending at the 10 of Cups. And then we have the Empress that came up to say hello. So this is a very fertile time. You guys are Libra ruled by Venus, so a Venusian card came up. Oh, look who wanted to say hi underneath her. So this is happy home, happy family, happy life, happy wife, happy person, happy relationships. Really, really good. But I'm sensing that there kind of needs to be, or there kind of was, a lot of disharmony. There was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of, you spending your energy in different ways and just feeling tired, feeling drained, feeling like your energy was gone, or feeling like your momentum towards getting this thing is gone. This is a very similar reading to what I picked up for Gemini. So it's kind of like air signs are having tangential experiences where you guys were putting efforts, they were putting in efforts in different ways, but you guys were putting in efforts too in trying to get things moving and trying to get things started. And what ends up happening for you this month of September is that when you take time to relax and step back or to just stop, that is when the universe is kind of sorting things out for you on its own volition. And that is when the universe is kind of sucking you into the Wheel of Fortune and then spinning you around and then sucking you out or spitting you out into the other side of this 10 of Cups. So to speak about the 5 of Wands, well, the 5 of Wands is that contentious energy. It is fighting. It is both an external card in that you could have been fighting with people. You could have been dealing with a lot of people. So if this is a dating situation, you could be going on a lot of dates and just all this energy of all these people you're bringing into your life. If this is about jobs, this speaks to an office atmosphere during the summer that could have been a little bit tense. That could have been you working with a lot of people. That could have been, the 5 of Wands also just represents general busyness. So you could have wanted this desire, or you could have been trying to work towards something, and then life was pulling you in so many other directions. The 5 of Wands could also literally mean you're fighting with people in your life, you're fighting with friends, you're fighting with loved ones, or just spending a lot of energy in getting literally nothing in results. And this is the recent past, so this is something that you are coming out of. This is something that could have defined your summer. Now, everyone dealt with this summer a little bit differently, but what I'm getting is that a lot of people were spinning their wheels. They were coming up against a lot of inertia. They were seeing things like degrade because we had so many retrogrades, so internal energy meant a lot of external movement, and we had some pretty powerful eclipses which then put the kibosh on many things or made some things come to light and started some things over. So it's been a heavily karmic time, and each sign kind of dealt with it differently. What I'm feeling how Libras dealt with it was to kind of spend their energy out, or to try to put their energy in kind of different baskets and see what was going to take off. Who was going to be the one? What job is going to be the one? What financial situation is going to work out? Or, we can take it even more specifically, hanging out with friends or hanging out with family, and just kind of being in this social time where you're spending energy with people and they're also giving you back their own energy. Now, wands always represent fire and mobility and, travel, fifth house of creativity and that fire that Leo rules. So this is, you guys were really just a lot of energy and putting and spinning the gas or pressing on the gas pedal very, very hard, to the point that you may have exhausted yourself, to the point where you are kind of running on fumes. The Five of Wands also coming up to say people needed your attention. People needed you to take care of them. People needed you to solve this problem. People needed you to be here. People needed you to be that. And, people, which is the Five of Wands, people plus wands plus fire just means that people were demanding things of you. You were demanding things of people. It was a highly people time for you, whereas for some people it was a more solo, I'm working on this solo. You guys were kind of like, oh, I have to bring that person aboard. I have to bring that person aboard. People could have been fighting over you, people fighting with you fighting with people, you just being unable to land on something, because the Five of Wands could also represent your own internal machinations. So you having a lot of passions, you having a lot of talents and things you wanted to do, and not really making progress on any of them because you're spread out. It's an energy of chaos, tension, of contention, of fighting. So that is what we're leaving behind. And, it wasn't you doing this just to do this. So if people were beckoning you to kind of deal with things, you guys are the peacemakers, you guys are the diplomats of the zodiac. So you guys have been working with people in order to bring a situation peace. So it's not like you were doing this just to do this. So it could be in one aspect, it could be that. But another aspect, you could have been making all these movements and spending all this energy because you wanted a goal. You wanted the thing, you wanted the person, you wanted the house, you wanted the money, you wanted whatever that is for you. We could speak forever about the specific ways that this can manifest. But it's like you were trying to spin your wheels to get a specific thing. Now, what September does for you is kind of resets that action. And it doesn't reset it in a way that that all your efforts are lost. The Five of Wands still is a card of effort, so you were making moves, you were doing things to try to get to where you wanted to be and be the person who you wanted to be. But the Wheel of Fortune is kind of saying, cool, you were driving this whole time, you were driving like 85 miles an hour, you were swerving in and out of the lanes, you're just being cray-cray, okay? I'm going to take the wheel now. And when it takes the wheel, of course, the universe knows what it's doing and knows what it's doing better than we do. What happens is that you get kind of sucked up into this spinny thing, the Wheel of Fortune landing in your favor, and then you get an ending of here. So it's kind of like you're going from here to here. Well, how? Well, because there is a universal intervention happening this month. Now, the universe always asks for our participation in whatever it is doing. So the Wheel of Fortune is also, the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Cups is also saying, where can you kind of stop spending all this energy and kind of rely more on faith? Where can you stop doing all these things in your world and rely more on your inner world? Where can you start to let go so that you can let in more guidance? So this is faith, this is spirituality, this is intuition. And what I like here is that we have two cards of ending, because we have the 10 and the 10. So the 10 and the 10 means that all the efforts that you have been that you have done in trying to get this goal, this thing, this person, this outcome, is coming to an end. So this is the closing of the chapter. This is the ending of a phase. Wheel of Fortune is highly karmic. So it's saying, as we close the doors on summer, summer doesn't officially end until September 21st, which is your season, cardinal fall. Cardinal air. But it could be happening around the end of the month. But what this card is saying is that whatever has been happening up until now, whether you've gotten the thing, whether you feel satisfied or not, because you don't know, you're just kind of confused and kind of like all over the place. So whether we've gotten to where we need to be or not, the universe is saying, cool, I'm taking the wheel now and we're leaving that behind. We're going to do a nice little U-turn. and spin away from whatever you're doing, or at least get away from it. And it's kind of like correcting and it's closing so that you can start and end here. So it's kind of like, I'm working for this thing, it's not really happening. Planets are in retrograde. I keep getting eclipsed. People keep dragging me here, or my energy keeps dissipating and then coming, and then I have no consistency. It's all chaotic. The universe is coming to say, okay, I'm going to self-correct that for you and put an end to that phase. And then where you find you end up is beautifully this 10 of Cups. Now the 10 of Cups ends up being, I get the job. The 10 of Cups ends up being, I get the person. The relationship is restored back to harmony. The 10 of Cups ends up being, I feel I was going through this phase of, who am I? This 5 of Wands could very well be, wands and fire represent our ego, our self-identity, our self-actualization, our individualness. So it could have been this restless feeling of, who am I and where am I going? Well, the 10 of Cups then represents, oh, okay, I know who I am, I know this direction I'm going in. But the 10 of Cups could be the culmination of a relationship, this could be the culmination of a job, a money situation, all good fortune and things happening for you, and it's coming to a more concrete end, and you're going to see why your efforts made sense. Now, I do want to talk briefly about the Empress card coming up to say hello, your ruler Venus. Now, the Empress is coming up funnily enough to just say happy birthday, because we are moving very soon into Libra season, and the end of September is the start of Libra season. So she's kind of coming up to say, hello, hi, happy birthday. I think it's funny, because we have that inscription of Venus here, which is the ruler of Libra. But she's also coming up to say, please enjoy yourself now. Where you were kind of spinning around and putting your energy here and putting your energy there, the universe is saying, stop, I'm going to course correct you and spit you out on the other side. So it's a nice little transformation you're going through, whereas other signs had to keep working, keep putting in that effort, keep. You can kind of just stop and trust that in September you will be guided towards the 10 of Cups through no efforts of your own. And it's not because you're lucky or you're going to have this beginner's luck or whatever and you're just going to get magic happen to you. No, because you were doing things up until now, clearly, and that the universe saw that, and it's all being put into this universal piggy bank that you can't see. And on the other side of it, what awaits you is this. So do allow the universe to do its work for you this month. Do allow yourself to rest. Do allow yourself to enjoy, to birth whatever it is that you wanted into the world. Now the Empress also represents how we birth things, how we gestate things, figuratively or literally for people who want babies, but it's talking more metaphorically about how we birth things into our physical existence, through our thoughts, through our dreams, affirmations, and spiritual. Those are all the intangible things, and then the Empress ends up being the vessel for how those things then become energy that we could see, hear, and touch. So, coming up to say enjoy yourself, enjoy your birthday. You can rest now, where the 5 of Wands would see you not resting, would see you fight for yourself or with others or whatever, with others. And then the universe, if you allow it to, this is all the universe is asking for, your participation always. You have to work with the energies that be. During the month of September, put down your wands, put down, helping this person all the time, put down helping that person all the time, or fighting with this person. Put down the places where your energy does not need to be spent. So you need to get really curious about where you're putting your energy. And if you have to do that so much this month, do you have to keep seeing that person? Do you have to keep doing this? Do you have to keep doing that? Or can you reclaim some energy and some time and some rest for yourself? The Empress is very interested in self-care and comfort and kind of retreating. And then when you do that, the universe then can pick up where you left off and put you in this direction where you are very much on track to get whatever it is that you desire. So it's a beautiful month for you, Libra. You more so than other signs can kind of just step back and let the universe do its thing. Of course, it doesn't mean wake up every day, eat Doritos, and watch Netflix. No, we can keep putting in effort, but we don't need to keep putting in this kind of effort where we're consistently tired or coming up against blocks or coming up against difficult people or situations. We can instead entertain that this is on its way, that she's birthing it through it, that your birthday, it's on its way. I saw this later. Healthy home, healthy family, it's coming. Unions, marriage, if you know that's on the way, let the universe kind of do its thing for you this month. So you can really step back and let the universe spirit take the wheel of fortune. So that has been my reading for you, Libra. It's been a lovely one. Of course, if you need any more insight into your personal situation, if this resonated or did not resonate, more of an invitation to hit me up for those $5 readings. But until then, I will see you in October. Have a great month.